If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more of my content. Also be sure to press the notification button down below, that way when a new video comes out, you'll be notified. Witches haven't always had the best reputation. Seen as old evil hags who put spells on the people and flying on their broomstick with their black cats, with their magic being seen as defying God himself. Because of this, many innocent women throughout history have been executed for the accusation of being a witch. Hell, in some parts of Africa and Asia, there are still witch hunts that still exist to this day. That being said, in modern times, witches have been seen in a more positive light. Whether it is a sexy Halloween costume or young girls using their magic for good, today I'll review something in the latter. Today we look at Little Witch Academia, and oh my god, I just love this series. Holy crap, this show just makes me feel so warm and fuzzy. You know what, forget the review, 10 out of 10, go watch it, screw this review, bye! Okay, so I still have a lot more to talk about, but seriously, this is a good series. Originally 2 movies before becoming a full anime series, Little Witch Academia is a welcome addition to the work of Studio Trigger, and I believe an anime that anyone, and I mean anyone, can watch. But how good is it? Well, get your broomsticks and wands and let's find out. So, what's the plot? Well, we meet a girl by the name of Atsuko Kagari, or Ako for short. Here she moves away from her home country of Japan to attend a boarding school that teaches witches. The reason she wants to become a witch is because she wants to be like her idol Shining Chariot, who inspired Ako when she was a little girl. However, due to Chariot being a performer, many of the students and teachers make fun of her, and it doesn't help that Ako can't use magic, and gets jealous when she's overshadowed by the star student Diana Cavendish. Even among all the troubles, Ako still has her friends, the shy Lotte Janssen and the sadistic Suri Manabaran, who despite the fact that trio get into trouble due to Ako's action, still stand by her no matter what. Her other friends include the rich boy Andrew Hambridge, the trio of the tomboyish Amanda O'Neill, the sweet yet gluttonous Yasminka Antonenko, and the tech wits Constance. Heilige Scheißes, I don't even think Germans can pronounce that name. And her teacher, Professor Ursula Callista, who is actually Shining Chariot in disguise. With their help, Ako works her way up to being the witch that she wants to be. So, what do I like? Well, for starters, the characters. I do love most of the main cast here. Ako is the main character and I do like her a lot. She's very impulsive, very loudmouthed, very ambitious, and wants to get to her goal on being on a certain position while everyone makes fun of her. She is also compassionate, touching the hearts of people she meets, and even has her moments of doubt. But despite that, she never gives up. The best I can describe Ako is the typical shonen protagonist but in a female's body. I know many people tend to use this as an insult since many shonen protagonists tend to get crapped on, but there's a reason why many people latch onto characters like Naruto, Luffy, Deku, and even Asta. Because most characters like that embody our dreams and our will to succeed, and Ako here is no different. Here her friends are also enjoyable as well. Lotte is adorable and is a damn sweetheart. She's not all that confident in herself and can be very shy but will not take crap from people when she's pushed too far, but overall she's always there for Ako. Not to mention she's also a fan of a certain Twilight inspired story called Nightfall. I'm not here to judge. Susie is also a favorite of mine. She comes off as the snarky sadistic loner who has this weird obsession with mushrooms and is willing to experiment on Ako to test her potions. But over time, we see Susie warm up to Ako and her new friends. Also, it's so weird that she looks like Fluttershy. Other classmates such as Amanda O'Neill and her crew are cool characters, which each have their own unique trait, though I wish there was more episodes focused on them. Heck, Yasmika never got an episode of her own. Diana is someone you hate at first. She starts out as the snobby rich girl who knows how to use magic and everyone thinks she's the best, with her having a one-sided rivalry with Ako. However, over time we get to see her character fleshed out more and have a more nuanced view of her. Then we have Professor Ursula, aka Shining Chariot. After her time in the spotlight, Ursula retreats to become a teacher at the school where— Hold up! I'm sorry, but Ursula's got a fat ass! I let her ride on my broomstick if you know what I... We see Ursula help Ako with her magic while also hiding her secret identity as Shining Chariot. And we have Andrew, a young man who doesn't believe in the whole magic thing but solely believes due to his adventures with Ako. Also, I know everyone ships Ako with Diana, but I'm sorry, I ship Ako with Andrew. Fight me. Later down the road, we get another character by the name of Crow Meride, who is a new teacher at the academy. She brings a mixture of magic and technology, and at first she seems like a pretty cool teacher, but we later learn that she has more sinister plans. And of course, I do love the story. During the first half of the series, we see Akko go from a witch in training who can't even use magic to a witch who can use some magic, but it's really nice to see her journey. How to navigate school life, dealing with bullies and uptight teachers, making new friends, and using the shiny rod to find shiny chariot. During the second half is where things get interesting. We see Akko learn certain magic skills from the shining rod, all the while we see Crow come in to use technology and magic to create negative emotions. We also see the development of Diana and the history between Crow and Chariot, and even getting to see the politics of this world, even giving off some social commentary. Also, we learn Akko's a communist. Also, there's a twist explaining why Akko can't use magic, and it's one of the most heart-wrenching scenes of the entire series. I really love the world that they bring here. The world of Little Witch Academia is like a mixture between Harry Potter and My Little Pony, which isn't a surprise since creator Yo-Yo Shinari was inspired by Western movies and cartoons. It's a world that mixes modern-day technology and magic, where mystical creatures and spells coexist with things such as smartphones and computers. In this world, magic is slowly dying and is being replaced by technology. I feel like it's an allegory on how some traditional stuff is dying off with it being replaced by tech. And of course, I love the animation and art style. This was done by Studio Trigger, who you may know for works such as Kill la Kill and Space Patrol Ludico. Studio Trigger has a way of making their shows colorful, fluid, and very pleasing to look at, and Little Witch Academia is no exception. The backgrounds look so beautiful, the character designs are unique, and when they need to step up their game in animation, they will do it. This was directed by the aforementioned Yo-Yo Shinari, who was an animator on other anime such as Evangelion, Fully Cooley, Gurren Lagann, Pantheon Stocking, and Kill la Kill. And because of his experiences, he managed to direct a team of unknown artists to create a wonderful piece, and they do their best. Also, your choice of dub varies. There are many different versions of Little Witch Academia. They are in Japanese, English, Spanish, German, and French. I started with the Japanese version first, but then worked my way to the English dub, which is actually very well done. I haven't seen the others, but if you've experienced the other dubs, I'm very curious to see how your version is compared to the others. And of course, I must mention the music. The music here is so beautiful. The music was composed by Michiru Oshima, who also composed music for the 2003 adaptation for Fullmetal Alchemist, 3 Godzilla films during the Millennium Godzilla series, and Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, and her score sets the mood, from fun to serious to even sadness. Now that I'm done praising this series, is there any negatives? Yes, after all, nothing is perfect. Remember when I said that Akko is the typical shonen protagonist but in a female's body? While she does have the positive aspects of one, she also has the negatives. That is, she can be annoying at times, too headstrong for her own good, and at times a bit stupid. And as I mentioned earlier, I feel like some of the side characters didn't get enough development as they should. Also, I feel like Krog got off a little bit too easy after, launching a nuclear warhead with all the negative emotions of the entire population of the United Kingdom. Aside from that, I love Little Witch Academia. It's a series that makes me feel so good. This is one of those animes I can recommend to anyone to watch, even if they're not into anime. All I can say is check it out and you'll have fun.